What's up,
Hey guys, what's up?
That was a cool little clip we just saw right there. Before we get to that, though, congratulations. I know your show won an Emmy.
Yes, I was in live in front of a studio audience, Good Times, and we won an Emmy. But the way that my dad posted about it, it seemed as if I had won an Emmy. I did not. The show won an Emmy.
Listen, that's proud Papa right there. This is the show I remember because this was the one. It was live. He flubbed the line and like had to keep it locked up.
I mean, he's such a pro. So like, yeah, he stumbled over a line and then he just kept going. And I actually think he might have like turned to the camera a little bit. But yeah, he's such a pro. He's like, whatever.
Right.
I got to tell you, I happen to know your dad for a long time. I love him. He's the greatest guy. But I love that you work with your dad on projects, because I got a little girl too, and you know, we do some stuff together sometimes, and she likes to give me a hard time. You like to tease your dad a lot? Are you good? How's the working relationship?
You know, we're really creatively aligned, so he really listens to me. Actually, we have a new project called Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, which is a Netflix show based off my life with him. And I'm a producer on it, and I'm my dad's boss because he's an actor in it. So I got to call him and be like, make sure you're on set on time, know all your lines.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Look, she got the boss move, everything. Listen, I'm gonna need you on set. David Allen Greer, he told me David Allen Greer is actually playing his father on the show.
Oh,
yes, and they did In Living Color together. So I know a lot of people are really excited, especially this is my dad's return to television from the Jamie Foxx show. So it's pretty amazing. It's actually, Pops is actually based off my real grandfather, our Pops. So it's a family show.
I love that. I do. I love that you guys continue to work together right there. So let's talk about your new movie, Safety, which we just saw the clip of. It's inspired by a true story, and you tweeted that this story means a lot to you. Why?
Yeah, it's inspired by the true story of Ray McElrathbey, who was a Clemson student athlete. And while he was playing at Clemson, he had to adopt his 11-year-old brother and take care of him. And I have two sisters that are 12 and 13, and I would do absolutely anything for them. And so when I read the story and knew it was based on a true story, I was like, I have to do this. Like, I would do anything for my sisters.
It is fascinating to see you launching into other projects, right? To see you acting in other projects. Was this really your first love? Was acting the thing that you'd always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on set and it was something that I always wanted to do, but I felt like was expected of me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until I really, really wanna do it. So I went to college, I went to USC, actually got a job in PR, and I was sitting at my desk and I was like, you know what, I wanna pursue my passion. I wanna go after it. And now I'm here.
Making it happen.
Yeah, making it happen. So that's interesting to hear. So he didn't necessarily encourage you. You came to him, then obviously he was very supportive about it with your dad. Very cool.
He's always wanted me to work with him, but I think he was trying to play it cool.
Right.
He always wanted me to be in this industry, but he didn't want to push me.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I want to talk about this. You also have a podcast that you co-host called Am I Doing This Right? And you describe it as a how-to podcast for non-experts, right?
Yes, you know, I realized that as I was coming into my adulthood, there was all these things that I didn't know how to do, like filing my first tax return or like, you know, buying my first home, all these things that you don't learn in college. Right. And I figured, why not create a podcast that's like a how-to, but we're drinking a glass of wine every episode, so it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's like catching up with your friends over drinks, but you're talking about mortgages.
Listen, a bottle of wine at my place for that.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like some of these conversations, like, what am I ever gonna do? Wait, so I have heard that you have moved into your own spot. You know, you're firing on all these cylinders, right? You moved into your own spot. I wonder what the holiday season's gonna look like this year for you guys.
Well, you can see I have the smallest tree of all time. I'm trying to put it all together. But yeah, ever since I moved out of the house at 18, I went to college. I lived with roommates. I lived in dorm rooms and all this stuff. And I finally have my own space, which is pretty crazy. But I think I'll be right here Zooming with my family. Unfortunately, can't all be together as we want to be.
Yeah. She's in the fake tree club.
Well, listen, Corinne, that looks exactly like the first Christmas tree I got for my first spot. They're all this big, and and you're so proud of that little tree. I know how you feel. That little tree is like the best little tree in the world. Okay, well, very good. Congratulations on everything.
Everything.
Yes, you've got going on,
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you hopefully in person sometime soon.
I know, right? Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Fingers crossed sometime soon, right? Safety
Yes.
is streaming now on Disney Plus.